Carlos Alcaraz, secret injury story that shocked his coach and changed everything. In the quiet pull of a champion's heart, can a hidden wound, born in silence, reshape not just a season, but the very soul of a warrior? The year was 2025, and the tennis world spun on the axis of Carlos Alcaraz, the 22-year-old Spaniard whose racket sang anthems of joy and defiance. From the hallowed grass of Wimbledon to the red dust of Roland Garros, his name was synonymous with an untamed brilliance. A boy from Murcia who turned courts into canvases. Yet, as the Shanghai Masters loomed in early October, a shadow lingered beneath his radiant smile, one that would test the limits of his fire and rewrite the narrative of his ascent. The bustling metropolis of Shanghai, its skyline a jagged hymn to ambition, welcomed the ATP elite to the Cheeshong Forest Sports City Arena. The air crackled with anticipation. Fans draped in flags from Spain to China, their voices a chorus of hope and homage to Alcaraz, the world number one, whose 4 Grand Slam titles gleamed like stars in his constellation. But whispers of concern trailed him, his right ankle subtly taped, a quiet omen unnoticed by the roaring crowds. Please like, share, and subscribe for more Sport Talk content. The tournament began with Alcaraz's signature flair, his first-round win, a dazzling display of drop shots and forehand poetry. Yet, in the solitude of the locker room, his coach, Juan Carlos Ferrero, noticed a wince, a fleeting grimace as Alcaraz unlaced his shoes. "It's nothing," Carlos murmured, his voice steady, but his eyes betraying a storm, pain, stubbornness, and the weight of a dream he refused to let falter. The turning point came in the third round, against the relentless baseline grind of France's Hugo Humbert. Under the arena's blazing lights, Alcaraz moved like a gazelle, but each pivot on his right foot carved a deeper furrow in his brow. The scoreline teetered, 6-4, 4-6, and in the deciding set, a misstep on a serve twisted his ankle further. A silent scream masked by the crowd's roar. Yet he played on, rallying to a 7-5 victory, his fist clenched in triumph, though his limp to the net told a different tale. Ferrero, courtside, felt his heart lurch, a coach's intuition sharper than any scoreboard. In the tunnel post-match, he pulled Alcaraz aside, voice low but urgent. "Carlitos, what's going on?" The young champion's response was a whisper. "It's been hurting since New York. I didn't want to worry you." The confession landed like a thunderclap, Ferrero's face a mask of shock and admiration, realizing his protege had been carrying an unseen burden through weeks of battle. The crowd, unaware of the drama unfolding in those quiet corners, had erupted for Alcaraz's win, their cheers a tidal wave that shook the arena's steel and glass. But as he waved, his smile tight, a few perceptive fans murmured, "He's not moving right." Their voices, soft as a breeze, carried the first ripples of a truth that would soon flood the tennis world. In the medical room, the verdict was stark, a grade 2 ankle sprain, aggravated by weeks of silent endurance. Ferrero, pacing like a father awaiting news, absorbed the weight of Alcaraz's choice, to play through pain, to shield his team from doubt, to chase glory over safety. "You're brave, Carlitos," Ferrero said, his voice thick, "but we protect you now." Alcaraz nodded, eyes glistening, not with defeat, but with the raw honesty of a warrior unmasked. The news broke like dawn over Shanghai's skyline, X lighting up with clips of Alcaraz's gritty win, fans posting, "He's been hiding this? Absolute legend." Hashtags like Alcaraz Iron and Heart of a Mercian trended globally, each share a testament to a courage that transcended the court. Broadcasters, from tennis TV to local Chinese networks, replayed his limping victory, their voices hushed. This is what champions are made of, heart over hurt. The story spread from Shanghai's neon-lit streets to village squares in Spain, where locals gathered under olive trees, shaking their heads in awe. Our Carlitos fighting like that, in silence. The revelation layered onto Alcaraz's mythos, echoing the stoic resilience of Spanish icons like Nadal, whose own battles with injury forged a nation's pride in perseverance. Culturally, it resonated with tennis's unspoken code. Play on, no excuses, a code Alcaraz honored with a maturity beyond his years. Historically, such moments recall Federer's 2008 Wimbledon epic or Serena's defiant stance, where pain becomes a partner in the dance of greatness, each step a defiance of the body's frailty. Fan reactions crystallized in real time, a London pub erupting in debate. "He's 22, carrying that load. Imagine his future." In Murcia, A grandmother wiped tears, whispering to her grandson, "That's our boy, never giving up." The narrative shifted. Alcaraz wasn't just a champion. He was a symbol of the silent battles we all wage, his injury a mirror to the unseen scars we carry. What does it mean to fight when no one sees the cost? Alcaraz's secret injury unveils the heart of sportsmanship. Not the spotlight's glow, but the quiet resolve to push forward when every step stings. It's a testament to character where courage isn't shouted but whispered in choices made alone. This moment peels back the veneer of invincibility, revealing the human beneath the hero, a young man who chose team over self, legacy over ease. It asks us, in our own lives, do we hide our wounds to protect those we love or to prove we can endure? The emotional weight lies in the unspoken bond between player and coach, Ferrero's shock a mirror to our own awe at sacrifice. Alcaraz's silence wasn't denial, it was devotion to his craft, his country, his dream of etching his name deeper into tennis's lore, a reminder that greatness often walks hand in hand with pain. It speaks to resilience's quiet roar, where the body falters but the spirit soars, urging us to reflect on our own thresholds. When do we push and when do we pause? Alcaraz's choice to play through the ache mirrors the universal struggle to balance ambition with care, a lesson in the courage to chase light through shadow. In this Shanghai chapter, we see heritage reborn, not in titles, but in the values that define a champion: humility in hiding hurt, strength in silent striving. It's a narrative that binds us, reminding us that the truest victories are those won in the heart's unseen corners, where resolve outshines reward. This is the legacy of Alcaraz's injury. Not a setback, but a story of soul, where a young man's grit becomes a beacon for dreamers, whispering that the path to greatness is paved with quiet sacrifices, each one a step toward immortality. In the aftermath, Alcaraz spoke softly at a press conference, his ankle braced, but his spirit unbowed. "I didn't want to let anyone down. My team, my fans, myself. The pain was there, but so was the fire. I learned I can carry both." Ferrero, in a rare interview with Tennis Channel, reflected with a father's pride. "Carlitos shocked me, not just with his silence, but with his heart. He's young, but he's teaching me what it means to be a champion, not just a player." Later, on a quiet call with his family in Murcia, Alcaraz confided, voice cracking, "I thought hiding it would keep us strong together, but telling Juan Carlos, that was harder than the match. It made me see trust is part of the fight too." Humbert, gracious in defeat, added in a post-match tweet, "Carlos, you're unreal. Fighting like that, with that injury? Respect." His words, echoed by peers like Sinner and Medvedev, cemented Alcaraz's place not just as a talent, but as a testament to tennis's enduring ethos of honor. As Shanghai's lights dimmed, Alcaraz's story became a monument to the human spirit, a reminder that the truest champions are those who carry their wounds with grace, transforming pain into purpose, silence into song. It means that beyond the scoreboard, sport is a canvas for character, where Alcaraz's hidden struggle painted a portrait of resilience that inspires beyond the baseline, a call to face our own battles with the same quiet fire. And so we carry forward this tale of Carlitos, the boy who played through pain, whose secret reshaped not just his season, but our understanding of courage. Here's to the unseen fights, the unspoken bonds, and the legacies forged in the heart's silent victories.